Alrighty, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Bobo. I am on the right camera, am I? I am. Good deal. I'm starting to remember which camera is which. It was kind of confusing at first. Shout out to you guys on this fine Wednesday. Hope your day has been awesome, or good at least. And hope the weather's been good wherever you guys are at. Where we are, the weather has been pretty damn hot today. Pretty damn hot, and we spent the entire day outside. It was Rabbit and I haven't seen Rabbit in, I don't think I've seen Rabbit since Friday, possibly. Yeah, I think it was Friday. But, yep, Rabbit helped me cut some grass today. That's what we had on the agenda. We had to go take care of our landscaping job, and that thing never gets any easier. I always think to myself, we would get better at this as we continue to do this, right? We cut the grass about once every 2 weeks. It usually takes 4 hours to get it done. I wanted to get over there super early this morning, like 8 o'clock, but I was still working on the Banky video, so we didn't get over there till 9:30. And we have never missed a beat with this job since we've had it. Every 2 weeks, we're there. And sometimes we might be a day early or a day late, depending upon the weather. But this time, and you know what? Now that I think about it, the last time that we went and cut the grass, Blippy says it's a Suavito day. No, it's just the day that I got out of the shower and my hair is just, I just washed it, actually. Thank you for noticing. And, man, we went over there today, never missing a beat. And this shit was like 2 feet tall. This was pretty bad. I guess it must have been a lot of rain. Rabbit had initially advised that we cut the grass every 10 days. And I said, well, we're doing pretty good with every 14 days. And today we kind of paid the price for that. So, yeah, not only did we cut that grass today, we cut the flip house and we cut my house. I got a feeling I got a sunburn somewhere, either on the back of my neck or something. But, again, it was not an exciting day today. Aside from the fact that we uploaded Banky Part 2, that was pretty good. And we're going to talk about that a little bit on this Bobo. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't even really got all that much to be talking about, but I will do my damnedest to make this a very good Bobo. I contemplated whether to even do the Bobo tonight because I was not sure how this was going to go. But regardless, we're going to make it good. Damn it, we're going to make it good. We got a grass permit for the flip house. It's funny because when I was arguing with the city one day, I was like, so what the fuck can I do? You know what I mean? You come and put this stop work order. Can I clean my house? Do I need a fucking permit for that? Can I cut my grass? Sir, you do not need a permit to cut your grass. You monotone son of a bitch. But anyways. So we got the grass cut over there. That was really good. Bush Hogger, did you ever read my email, dude? Probably not. I must have missed it. Tell me about it. I did something also today that I've never done before. I did my first Cameo today. That's a thing. Cameo is a website where celebrities, they do special greetings, happy birthdays, happy anniversaries, things like that. Well, somebody had reached out to me on Twitter, a very special shout out to these people. And they asked me if I could, make a video saying happy birthday to somebody. And they wanted to pay me to do this. And I was like, no, you ain't got to pay me to do that. I will do that. So I did that, and I was filthy making this happy birthday video. It was pretty cool, though. First time I've ever done anything like that. So there's that. P. Webbies, what's going on with your sick boy? What's going on? Sam, shout out to you. Banky looks so young. He makes me look so old. Banky is 50-something. And prison will preserve you for sure. Prison will definitely preserve you. So I shared a little bit in yesterday's Bobo about what you guys were going to see in today's Banky video. And I thought that video came out pretty damn good. It was definitely a little longer than I wanted it to be. I thought about chopping it up into 2 videos, but I said, nah, I ain't going to do that. We're just going to let it roll as the one because it all needed to be the one. The man's got a lot of things to say, and I'm honored to get a chance to share his story. But while we're speaking about Banky, and you guys are really rocking with Banky, and that's good, I'm going to ask you guys to do something. We've got some trolls on the video who are trying to make it seem like Banky is somebody else and like that he beat up some 92-year-old man. I mean, people just hate us. They must be Larry Loughton fans. Larry Loughton, Lofton, whatever the fuck his dick-eating ass fucking fuckery name is. If you see somebody saying some shit like that, tell them please go back to watching Grand Theft Auto reaction videos, please. We don't need that type of shit over here. And they're just haters. They truly are just haters. And that makes me mad. And even Banky saw that. And he thought that it was for real. He was like, yeah, they think that I'm some guy from like West Virginia or some shit. I was like, nah, I don't think that that's what it is at all. I think somebody's just trying to throw a little monkey wrench up in the situation. And people are buying into this. I'm seeing like multiple people make this comment, and it's sad. But it is what it is. So, Country Boy VA, special shout out to you. Torres, you already know I fucking hate prison YouTubers, aside from Fresh Out and Lockdown. Anybody else, I ain't got nothing to say. And this new guy who I guess is trying to do YouTube now, the prison professor. I like this guy. He don't get a lot of play, but he definitely is trying to do some pretty cool things. He's working with prisoners. I've been, collaborating with him, I guess. I thought that we were just doing seminars and things for, prisoners, but he's uploading those to YouTube. So if you want to check out what I've been doing with the Prison Professor, I think is his YouTube channel, definitely check that guy out. His name is Mike. I like this guy. Very ambitious fella. So there's that. Nola, what's going on, man? Long time. How about Splinter on prison? I don't know none of that. I don't know.
You like K-Frog TV?
Who? Fraggle Rock? I don't know who you're talking. Is that a TikTok? Fraggle Rock? What? Frog? Don't know. Never heard of him. Yeah, where's Rabbit at, man? Rabbit said he was going to be up in the Bobo tonight, but Rabbit's getting ready to go do more work. Rabbit worked all day with me, and, I mean, he was getting his ass kicked. Shout out to that little brand new $70 weed whacker we got. That thing's holding things down. Rabbit was all day on the weed whacker, and he's getting ready to go do more work this evening. So, Gek Dog, I already imagined. So, Torres, very special shout out to you. Says your brother just got into a halfway house today after a 10-year bid. Halfway houses can be sketchy. I've definitely heard quite a bit of things about halfway houses. I'll tell you, but I wish your brother all the luck. But halfway houses are tough, man. You got dudes in there that are getting high. You got dudes in there that are straight up telling. They got rules that are crazy. And, you think about going to a halfway house. In the federal system, a lot of guys come home to go to halfway houses. Even in the state system, they do as well. It was a possibility for me when I got released that I might go to a halfway house. I was scared to death thinking about that. Like, what if I'm bunked with a guy who's getting high? But, oh yeah, I was trying to remember where I was going. It was a long time ago on After Prison Show. We were going to do, who the hell was going to, oh yeah, that's right. I think I was going to get Yanni to do it. So I was going to send somebody undercover, maybe Yanni, maybe Dave. I can't remember who the fuck it was. Not Big Dave, but Gay Dave. I was going to send somebody undercover. Can't remember who the fuck it was. We're going to get them to go live in a halfway house, for a couple of weeks with, the hidden cameras and shit, and just see what really goes on in the halfway house. Thought that would be something, but then that idea metamorphed into, fuck it, why don't we just do our own halfway house and plug that thing full of cameras? I think that would be pretty crazy. So, we never got around to that. Not DB Cooper, here we go. about how old was Banky's robbery victim, Joe? I don't know, but it was not a 92-year-old man. When Banky was telling me like the people that he was out there robbing, he was talking about pimps and drug dealers. So Banky was basically policing the streets. You know, that's a 2-for-1 right there. You're cleaning up the streets and you're making some money. But it's some troll, it's some troll who is trying to make it seem like Banky is something that he's not. But don't get me wrong, all right? If the story were ever good enough, and I'm not talking about Banky, I'm talking about like anybody else. If the story was ever good enough and somebody did have a charge like that, like they beat the fuck out of an old man, oh, we run and roll that. Roll it. So tell me how it all went down. I'll be eating popcorn filming that shit. Straight sweater tied around the neck. Cut. I'm going to need a little less sensitivity about the crime. I need you to be straight sociopath about this. We need the views. Shit me. And don't think that we ain't interviewed some people who've had some crazy shit. I mean, we had a guy with the bad charges a long time ago. I remember when we did that video, and I can't even remember that guy. Like going to prison with the worst charges. I can't remember the name of the video. But this was a guy that had these crazy charges. No justification for that whatsoever. He had reached out to me. He was like, yo, I'll share my story. You're always talking about what it's like to have these bad type of charges. And, you know, when he shares this, he's got like this whole, it's not really so bad type of attitude, and also made it seem like his time in prison wasn't even that bad. And like that's some kind of an urban legend, a prison myth, that if you got those type of charges, crazy shit's going to happen to you. Now, back in the day, it was a guarantee that was going to happen to you. But I've been to prisons with dudes who got these type of charges. I mean, I don't know the extent of the charge. You know, and every time that you hear that somebody got a charge like that, you might think to yourself like, okay, well, maybe he was like 18 and she was 17, something along them lines, but you don't never really know. And you might think to yourself, well, Joe, if you said that you was locked up around, you know, somebody that you knew that had these type of charges, why didn't you do nothing? The fuck I'm gonna do? What do I look like, Captain Saver? Like, do I look like a superhero? Ain't nobody else doing shit. Not about to trick up my release date. I've already been doing that. Dylan, what's going on with you? Thank you. I know I have a radio voice. I have a Netflix voice as well. Netflix, holla, please. Hey, I just watched, but anyways, real quick, let me finish that thought. You know, like back in the day, I guess, you know, the way that it's explained to me from everybody who's done time back in the day, like you couldn't live like that. If you had those charges, you was a snack up in a cell. These days, they got whole prisons full of these type of dudes. Safe houses, basically. And snitching, too. You know, Banky said something in today's video talking about the way prison was versus the way that it is now, and talking about the fact that you got more guards on the floor. And even though you've got guards on the floor, it's not like they're going to do a damn thing anyways. You very rarely have a G.I. Joe type of a guard. Now, don't get me wrong. You've got those G.I. Joe type of a guards. These dudes snort steroids. Snort them. Right off their biceps. And they just looking for action. Did you blink at me? Sam says Banky needs the Danny treatment. I read a comment on today's video that says you'll never get that Danny buzz again. God, people just be hating for no reason. Hate. But anyways, we've actually made this a pretty good Bobo thus far. This is great. So I was going somewhere, and I can't remember where I was going. I always start like all these crazy thoughts, and then I forget them. Oh, I guess off topic completely, but I'll try to remember where I was going. I just, me and my wife wrapped up Breaking Bad, And if you guys have not seen pretty much everybody's seen it. But if you haven't seen it, that show, my God, man. I love Walter White. That man is like everything that I aspire to be. Or maybe somebody else aspired to be him. Maybe Jellicoe aspired to be him for real, for real. But, God, man, that show is amazing. So it's funny because prior to me and my wife watching Breaking Bad, and I've already seen it, the El Camino movie came out, and I fucking hate Jesse. I fucking hate that dude. I hate the actor. I've wanted to tweet that dude since watching Breaking Bad again and just say, man, if I ever saw you in real life, I would fucking fight you. You're a snitch bitch motherfucker. And I don't care if you were playing a role. I feel like that's how that guy is for real. But so we tried to watch the El Camino movie, which is the follow-up movie to the ending of Breaking Bad. And we tried to watch it prior to watching the show. But if you watch the entire 5 seasons and then follow it up with that, it's pretty good. Because at least you get a little more Walter White. But fuck Jesse all the way around. Breaking Bad, not baking bread. Oh, man, Jesse fucked up the whole game. If it weren't for Jesse, and you know what, what's his name, Gus Freen or whatever his name was, he tried to tell Walter White. He said, hey, never do business with a junkie. Never do business. When I heard Gus Freen, isn't that his name? When I heard Gus Freen say that shit, and he was the bad guy. He says, I never do business with a junkie. I thought to myself, I was like, wait a minute. My flip house, all I've done is business with, holy shit, this was Gustavo Freen. I never do business with junkies. And Jesse was full blown. Not DB Cooper says, Joe, if someone says something true, do you consider that trolling? Where are you going with this? Where are you going? Are we going back to the Banky situation? If somebody says something that's true, how is that trolling? That's not trolling. And you know what? That's actually a really philosophical comment that you make right there. Because people tell me every day, I'm scum of the earth, yada, yada. So maybe they're not. Maybe they're not trolling. Maybe they're actually telling the truth. So anyway, shout out to Rabbit. Rabbit was on that weed whacker all day today. And there's that. Stuart, shout out to you, man. Thank you very much. Derek, very special shout out to you. Thank you very much. Maya did Rainy like Breaking Bad as much as you. I think she liked it. We tried to watch it a long time ago and she couldn't get into it. But then we ran out of things to watch on TV, so it was Breaking Bad. Rabbit told me to go get a really expensive weed whacker. We didn't end up getting that. We ended up getting the cheap old weed whacker, and that thing held shit down. Held it down. We also did, Dre King, shout out to you. Yeah, the Banky and Jew-Man reunion. I'm trying to schedule that for Monday, this upcoming Monday, and I'm hoping it's all going to work out. We'll have to wait and see. Because it's all about trying to get both of those guys on, like their availability. Better Call Saul. I've heard good things about that. And look, DB Cooper, his initials are not TXG. Okay? Like, I got the man's entire fucking government. And, I hope that this shit does come to a head. Everybody trying to say that Banky was this horrible person, some other person, some Xavier, whoever the fuck you think that he is. That's not who this man is. So I hope it all does come to a head. And then, the man has actually been okay. Like when we first started filming, He put his full government in the video. Okay? His first name starts with an L. And that's all I'm going to give you. All right? He put his whole government in. I was like, look, let's not do that. We've had problems with that in the past where people they become like super Karen fangirls. Like what happens when you take a Karen and you throw that person in a blender and then a fangirl and then a simp? I'm learning. You put all three of those into a blender and you come out with a fucking a troll frozen daiquiri. That's what you get. Sean Mack, you could never guess this man's name, but it's not Lamar. Nope, it's not Lloyd. You could run through every fucking name in the alphabet that begins with an L, and you're never going to guess this man's name. So there's that. Leon. I'm trying to tell you, man, I've never heard a name so unique before. So I'm going to leave it at that. Anyways, moving on. I need your help, folks. Luigi, fuck Geck Dog, you got it. It's goddamn Luigi. Ludacris is not it neither. I need your help, guys. I ain't got shit to do for the rest of the week. All I'm going to spend the rest of the week doing is drawing cartoons. I'm even half pressed to not even fucking upload for the rest of the week. I'm kind of in my feelings for a number of reasons. Yeah, the video's not getting the views that it should. It'll pick up. It will pick up. Someday it will. But then I just got some disturbing news today from my fucking accountant. I ain't talked to this bitch in months. I thought she might have got the Rona. I'm like, yo. Actually, I'm lying. I ain't talked to her in 2 months. And then she just texted me out of the blue today and told me some old bullshit. And I hate paying taxes. You know what I mean? I pay them like almost every month. And then it's always more. And I'm not even making no fucking money. I want to call her and be like, yo, fuck this shit. Lavender. You just fucking guessed it, Arctic Goat. But I did get to experience what it would be like today to have a successful landscaping business. We cut 3 grasses today, 3 relatively good-sized grasses today. Well, 2 big-ass yards and 1 tiny one. Y'all know we had the fucking zero turn over there at the flip house? That shit took like 10 minutes to cut and weed eat. So, there's that. Lockerheads, I thought you were a fan. You must be rocking with the Larry pockets these days. Are you holding any pockets? Why would you hate on the man? Like you used to be, I think you used to be a fan, or have you just always been a fucking loser in life? I'm trying to figure out, like, I know, right? 3 grasses, that's successful. It is what it is. Maya said, did the zero turn get sharpened? Not at fucking all. I did Monday. Was it Monday? When I sat over at that house all fucking day. I called everybody I knew. I mean, every number in my phone. I just started looking shit up on Google. I started calling car dealerships just trying to get quotes without getting a credit check. Like I just was bored as fuck. So I called the Landon Coats, the old Landon Coats. And first thing I do is I look at their reviews. Well, Lockerheads, this is the most attention I've ever given to you. And you're not going to worry about no other joker. I know that you were hurt from that. I was hurt as well. But this is definitely not going to be one of those situations. I called the old Landon Coats up to try to find out about getting the zero turn serviced. And really all you need is an oil change, oil filter, fuel filter, and get the blade sharpened, belts tightened. That's about the extent of service on a zero turn. Unless they tell you something else stupid. So I called them and I was like, yeah, how much for a tune-up? And they were like, very rude, first of all. But they were like, it's going to be like 170, something like that. I said, okay, well, what about like the belts and the blades? Well, if you want us to do that, of course, it's going to be an extra like $100. I was like, okay. So we're talking like 270 or something like that. I said, all right, so, how do I schedule to get the mower to you guys, and, talk to me about the availability you got. So they tell me, they were like, well, you can come drop it off anytime that you want, but our turnaround is 10 days. And I'm like, damn, man, 10 days? Fuck that shit. Fuck that. Patriots Nation, what's going on with you? Mitch Madden, what's going on with you? Buzz Fuzz. Been watching all the way back when you talked about the shower stuff before you got chubby and married, LOL. I can't seem to lose the weight. I started smoking again just to try to lose weight. That didn't help. J Mad said, and Buzz Fuzz, shout out to you for rocking with me for so long. Joe, what about an update with Terry's Dave Old Selly? I don't like that guy. Fuck that guy, I guess. Never finished my floors, paid him a lot of money. Never put that out there. Real piece of shit. So yeah. I should have listened to Gustavo. I should have been watching Breaking Bad. Never do fucking business with junkies. Shit. All right, so anyways, I don't know what I'm going to do for the rest of the week. I'm thinking about possibly going and try to see somebody who we haven't seen. I would love to be able to go try to find Shiflet, but, man, I just don't know. Deadpool says, smoke meth. I heard it works wonders for you. Never that. Never that. All right. Lockerheads. I was going to ban you, but I guess I respect your opinion. It is what it is. I don't need you to kiss my ass. I don't care about that. We're doing God's work over here, sharing the stories of people and also, trying to help them as well. And I'm going to, get off the BS and get on some real good stuff. And, that is ultimately my hope with Banky, with anybody that we've ever worked with. And what's crazy about this is I can't watch other prison YouTubers. I can't because I vomit in my mouth a little bit. And I'm hating. But, I listen to some of these people talk about what they're going to do, and I'll be curious to see if they ever do anything. But I think to myself, if you mention anybody that's ever been a part of After Prison Show, anybody. Did I do that good enough? Anybody who's ever been a part of After Prison Show, we, us, tried to help that person, them people, everybody. And I think all the way back to Bruce, who was living in the fucking woods. One of the first interviews that I ever did. And back then I wasn't even doing YouTube. Like I was definitely just beginning. I'm a dude of limited resources at the very, I was definitely a dude of limited resources. And we met Bruce. He was living in the woods. He had done a bunch of time. And the only thing that we were able to do for that guy was we brought him a bunch of toiletries, like soap and razors. We put together a little care package for him. Cody, do me a favor. Cue the violin track. Yeah, and you know what? I think it would be a shorter list to talk about the people who we never helped. There was a transgender individual, Kendra, who I was locked up with. Got the opportunity to share that person's story. And, really, that was all we got a chance to do. I don't remember anything much from that situation, but everybody who's been a part of this thing, we've tried to help him in some way, man. And, oh, man, lockerheads, go watch. Look, I'm done. I can't deal with you no more, man. I'm sorry. You've been with me since February 12th, 2020. I've got all your information right here. You were previously subbed for 2 months. You followed since February 12th. I don't know what video brought you here, but I tell you which Bobo will make you go. I got my finger on the trigger. Should I ban him? Should it be a headshot? I ain't going to do it. You've been timed out 5 times. Oh, my God. This is great. Time you out. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This is awesome. I can see it. You know what? I'm going to change the name of this to Lockerheads. You got to agree with me. If you don't agree with me, you're going to get timed the fuck out. Go sit in the corner and think about agreeing with me. Some bitch. Tired of listening to your fucking negativity. I don't remember what we were doing in February 2020. Maybe it was just me. I'm not going to ban you, though. The comment section will go in on you. So anyways, enough about all of that. It's been awesome to be able to try to help people along the way. It was something that I said from the very beginning, starting after Prison Show, was if I ever got the opportunity to do so, I would. And we have. And it ain't just been me. It's been all of the APS Army who has rallied to try to help people so damn much. And yes, there have been times when shit has not worked out. It ain't always easy, trying to keep everything on a level keel. But, I think about with Banky right now, what could I do to try to help this man? He wants to get his license. He wants to be able to drive. I could do some Mr. Beast shit. Buy him a brand new car. Well, not technically brand new to him. Maybe like a Ford Fiesta, something, relatively economical. A Prius, an old, them shit's got to be cheap. Can you imagine that? It's like we do this big heartfelt video. The entire video is the violin track. And it's like, look, you just got your license back, and we wanted to buy you a car. We bought you a Geo fucking Storm. A 95 Isuzu Rodeo. That's gotta be a Geo Metro. A Geo Storm is just as bad, but a Geo Metro is even worse. Oh my God, that would be freaking crazy. The most unreliable vehicle ever. What is the most unreliable vehicle ever? Now you've got me wondering. Most unreliable cars. Here we go. Is there a top 10 of these? What is the most unreliable car brand? Let's look and see what Google says about this shit. It is a Jeep. Ouch. My wife actually has a 2017 Jeep. Oh, shit. A Dodge Ram. Huh. This is not looking good for the home team. I probably shouldn't have looked this shit up. Where's the Bobo at? Shout out to everybody rocking with me on this fine Wednesday. You guys give me life. Reliant. Oh, I had a Reliant. That's like an old FBI. What car has the most problems? BMW, Fiat, and Audi ended up on the bottom of the pile. While, however you pronounce that, and K-Frog, I guess that's how you pronounce that, came at top of the list. Oh, well, that's not who I was talking about then. What used cars not to buy? Folks, we're going to do what camera are we on? We are going to do a consumer's report, Bobo, right now. What used cars not to buy? If Dodge Ram is on this fucking list, Chrysler Town and Country. A Ford Fiesta. There it goes. Oh, my God. The Dodge Ram is on this list. You son of a bitch. I need to see more. We got to look at this. 30 used cars, never to buy. Hey, I said click it. Click. 30 used cars, never to buy. The Chrysler Town and Country. You can't buy that unless you're like older, I would imagine. The BMW X5, I looked at those before on cars.com. The Ford Fiesta, that actually looks like it would be a really reliable car. The Dodge Ram, now they're definitely talking about the new Dodge Ram, right? Yes. The 2014 through 2016 models never got the never buy rating due to poor reliability scores. They ain't saying nothing about that old-ass 2008 I got, a Volkswagen Jetta. Never liked those. The Cadillac Escalade. That's a clean-looking truck right there, or SUV. This shit just looks like it belongs in an anime cartoon. The Tesla? What? Oh, I never would have thought that would be on there. A Chevy, I figured that would be on there. The Mercedes, though, the Jeep Grand Cherokee. My God, my wife has got a Jeep Grand Cherokee. It's either it might actually be the 2016. Son of a bitch. The Aztec, Billy Bob. Wasn't that was old Walter White's vehicle, right? So anyways, never again, she ain't buying no new vehicle. That joint was used. We got railroaded on that Jeep. I'm trying to get rid of that damn thing, man. I heard it was, our interest rate on this thing is ridiculous. I heard that like anything over 15% is illegal for an interest rate on a vehicle. Is that true? Because we got like a 15.9% interest rate on that vehicle. Oh, shit. What's his name? Came back. You came back under a new username. Anyways. All right. Well, anyways. What's going on in the world? Let's go. Here we go. If you play a video right now, I swear, don't play. Folks, let's run a little prison news. I might actually do a prison news video sometime. Maybe this could be the story right here. We're gonna spitball this idea and see if anything comes of it. Nola says no, it's not illegal. I had a 21 with my bad credit ass. Damn. They can legally go as high as 23.99. Maybe that's what it was. Man, that's a hell of a lot of damn interest right there. Folks, I just ran across this story. I mean, literally, I just ran across this story. Foghorn Leghorn, roll that shit right there. Former Idaho corrections officer accused of having relations. We got to say relations because we're on Twitch. Sex contact with a prison inmate. Oh, God, it happens all the time. Former Idaho Department of Correction officers was arraigned on Tuesday and charged with having an affair with an inmate at a state prison. What was her husband thinking when he found this out? How did he find out? You got to imagine she was probably married. Miranda Lambert, 29 years old, is facing charges for having sexual relations with an inmate and unlawfully introducing the vajayjay into an Idaho maximum security institution. So, real quick, think to yourself, this chick carrying on an affair with the bad boy. You know, a lot of women like the bad boy. They like the thug. Husband probably got a, decent job. They got a decent little life, whatever. But that ain't good enough. Nah, that ain't good enough. She went and found her a thug, or at least an inmate. So she's carrying on this relationship with this guy. We're just, we're playing house right now. We're just having some make-believe Dungeons and Dragons. Sheeta from Idaho. Robert Atkins. That deserves a lot of attention right there. That could be the title of the video. Sheeta from Idaho. Prison news. You got to imagine she comes home from work every day. He's got the Hungry Man meals ready, waiting. Hey, honey, how was your day? Oh, it was just fucking dandy. How about yours, Bob? How was your fucking day? All the while, she's just thinking of, little Teardrop, whatever the fuck his name is, up in the prison. And then when he finds out, oh my God, you know what it reminds me of? Just having this little spitballing session about the woulda, coulda, shouldas. It reminds me of that movie or that series, Escape at Dannemora. If you guys haven't seen that, highly recommend that, about the New York prison escapes that happened just a couple of years ago. I think I was still in prison when that took place. And that was all facilitated because of some kind of a menage a trois that was taking place between some prisoners and basically the female version of Shrek. What was her name? Female Shrek? What was her name? That's what that chick looked like. But they made her feel like Beyonce up in that motherfucker, all for a cheese grater and a metal cutting blade. They made her feel like Beyonce. And Fiona, thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Made her Shrek-looking ass feel like Beyonce. Does this make me look fat? Bitch, are you fucking kidding me? Did you bring that? Joyce, that's her name, Sean Mack. What's old Joyce? We got to get back to this story. We'll get back to it in a moment. What's she been up to? She just recently got released. Hey, act right, computer. What was her name? Like Joyce Mitchell? Nah. Yeah, Joyce Mitchell. That was her name. It pops up right there. Bing. Oh, my God. There's videos. Let's get a reaction. She went on the Today Show. This was just a couple of months ago.
Now to that NBC News exclusive tied to the prison escape and manhunt that has captivated
shut your
this
bitch
nation
ass
back
up.
in June. Two convicted killers, Richard Matt and...
She looks a little bit like...
Kill Lyle.
Poor fucking Lyle. Old Joyce's husband. So that's not what I was looking for. We were sharing a story about an Idaho correctional officer who was giving up the nookie. She did it all for the nookie. And then we ended up with Joyce Mitchell. But what I'd like to know is, where is she now? Where's she now? February 26th, she was released. February 6th, she was released. I wonder what she's up to now. I wish we could get her on the show. I would ask the hard-hitting questions. Joyce, before we begin this, do you need some Valtrex? I'm not wearing this mask because of coronavirus. I don't want any spittle from that gonosyphil herpes on your lip to get anywhere near me. APS for life. Yeah, she was definitely getting the back blown out. All right, let's go back to the story because there was a picture of the chick, right? So I guess we'll watch the story. If I have to watch a 30...
dream career and loads of student debt.
How do I turn this shit the fuck down? All right. All I want is the story about the chick having... Oh, come on, man. What did I end up in? I wanted the picture and all that shit. All right, we can close that. That's not what it is. All right, so anyways, getting back to the story that we were talking about, Miranda Lambert, 29 years old, is facing charges for having sexual contact with an inmate. This was at a maximum security institution, and that's it. That's all we got. Can we find anything else on this person? That chick got a caricature jaw. God almighty. That is a strong, masculine jawline. Jesus Christ, she looks like a cartoon. Okay, we got a little more on this story. And this happened more than once while she was working in an area of the prisons where inmates get their hair cut. Oh, shit. This chick got the jaw. I mean, she got a, what's that dude's name? The football player. What's his name? I can't think of his name. She got a strong-ass jawline, though. Galilea says I should draw Joyce. I don't think there's any real good pictures of old Joyce. Images. Ha! Scraggly hair. Wisp. I would do it straight like Bob Ross, too. Wispy little straggly bleach blonde hair. This picture right here is golden. Lot of crying pictures. There's her husband right there. Lionel. I know, I can't think of the football player I was thinking of. The fuck was his name? Oh, man. J.J. Watt. She got a goddamn J.J. Watt jawline. That bitch looked like J.J. Watt in the face. Where'd she go? Yeah, you look like motherfucking J.J. Watt. Ah. She got the Elway. All right. Well, that was fun. We got to do a little reaction video. We haven't done one of those in a while. Oh, yeah. I wasn't even showing you guys. Fuck, I was sitting here talking about it. I wasn't even showing you. All right. Well, anyways, enough about all of that. We can get off of that now. Oh, my God. I was watching. Oh, damn. Somebody said something about Family Guy. I thought I still had that video pulled up. I saw this video, this Family Guy video, and it was Peter and crew on the speedboat doing that damn speedboat video where they hit the wave and everybody falls down. I don't know if you guys have seen that video. Oh, my God, looking like Quagmire. That is fucking hilarious. So, yeah. Josh, shout out to you. Jersey, very special shout out to you. She got a stronger jawline than me. I don't even got a strong jawline. So I'm actually kind of intimidated. Kind of intimidated by all of that. Folks, I wanted to share a few things with you guys here on this Bobo. I think we made it a pretty decent Bobo. And definitely was struggling coming into this. I was tired as fuck from cutting grass and being in the hot, sweltering sun all day long. I filmed today, like me and Rabbit just going out there cutting grass, but I know without even seeing it that there ain't no video going to be in that. But I got some contractors to meet with in the next couple of days, and I got some cartoons and some caricatures to get drawn. I got a painting to do also. But I don't know what we're doing for the rest of the week. I had some ideas, but I don't know if those are going to work out or not. We'll have to just wait and see. Regardless, I am going to try to make it I'm going to try to have a video for tomorrow. I can't even guarantee it right now. But as I wrap this thing up, I do want to tell you guys, I greatly appreciate each and every one of you who rock with the Bobo, who rock with me, who rock with the people that are a part of After Prison Show. We got a pretty stellar community for the most part. Obviously, we got trolls and haters, and I think that, more of those come when I start acknowledging them. And I really don't mean to do so. I just don't like people like that. I really don't. I've always prided myself on the things that I do here with this channel, and I've always taken what I do here very seriously. And it definitely gets to me when people disrespect that. But I do want to say that I'm definitely honored to get the opportunity to begin sharing Banky's story with you guys. There's a lot more that's going to come with that man's story. And also, us being able to chronicle where he's going with this new lease on life. He's very driven, very motivated, very motivational. And I'm honored to get a chance to work with this guy and to try to help him in whatever way that I can or whatever way that we can. And we'll just have to wait and see how all of that plays out and where we go. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this Bobo up. And thank each and every one of you guys for taking the time to rock with me on this thing. We will be back tomorrow. And I hope you guys have an awesome evening. Spend time with your loved ones. Watch something good on TV. Eat something good. Be grateful for what you got. Because it could always be worse. Good God, it could always be worse. As a lot of you probably know. Can you imagine being in prison right now or jail? Like, this time is the worst time in prison and jail. This is when it's fucking starting. You know, this is when the nighttime's starting up. When the rowdiness is about to begin. Dudes are trying to cook their prison meals. If you ain't got nothing in your locker, you ain't even trying to hear that bullshit about, hey, who got the microwave next? Then you smelling that shit, hungry as a bitch, thinking about going and trying to wash another grown man pair of drawers just to get you a butt-naked soup. It's good to be free. I'm going to end it on that note. Thank you, guys. I look forward to talking with you guys again tomorrow. And until then,